Thank you so much, Cynthia, the president of all of us women. Now, Ricardo Baptista, and then Dan Caden will have the floor, please.
Thank you, Madam President, and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Ricardo Baptista Leite. I'm the founder and president of the Unite Parliamentarians Network for Global Health and a permanent observer with the IPU, to whom we are truly grateful for putting together this event and for continuing to put multilateralism, parliamentary diplomacy, and women leadership at the core of everything that is being done. As Martin has mentioned at the beginning, and I can subscribe as a former four-term member of parliament from my own country, Portugal, parliamentarians can play an extremely important role when it comes to writing laws and allocating budget, keeping governments accountable. But I would add one more important element to the work of parliamentarians, which is clearly being the voice of the people. As representatives, it is the obligation of each representative from parliaments to make sure that the voice, especially of those that are most vulnerable, that don't have a voice many times in the day-to-day lives of their countries and the global scheme of things, can be heard through each and every one of you. And that is why it is so important that parliamentarians are heard within the multilateral system. And the truth is, within the UN system, we need to continue to fight to make sure that parliamentarians are heard, are part of the process, and that within each country, not only the parliamentarians from the majority are heard, but also from the minority parties, so that we can continue to fight for a democratic view upon the world and on finding solutions and building bridges towards the future. And that is what has brought us here today with the Summit of the Future, and a lot has been said around technology and the power of AI to help humanity to move forward. But we need parliaments to be sure to be able to find the right balance when it comes to innovation and regulation, making sure that citizens are safe while fostering technology that can have a transformative power. Coming from the field of global health and to end, Madam President, we have been highly engaged, for example, in the negotiations with the UN system and particularly with WHO regarding the pandemic accord, which still has not come to fruition. When we want to talk about the future, this is the safety of humanity that is at stake. And we have just been through a pandemic, and we still do not have an agreement of how we are going to deal with future global health threats. And therefore, I believe that we need to continue to fight for the voices of parliamentarians to be heard, and we as parliamentarians need to come together, and you can count on us, Madam President, at the IPU with Unite, so that we can continue to work together towards a safer and healthier future for all. We do believe it is time to unite. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dan Caden.